And we're live. Let's go. One more stream. Stream number 3. Let's get straight into it, baby. Let's see if somebody's gonna join the Zoom at any point just now. Doesn't really matter too much. I'm just gonna get straight into the chart. So maybe someone else is gonna join, but I did want to do a little update on 2 positions that I've taken this morning. So we have something very interesting happening right now, and I might actually be tempted to enter once again. So we have this Aud Jpy position, right? So I entered here, and then I trailed aggressively to minimize my risk, to cut my risk in half, so because I didn't want to risk this wick right here, because we could have a double bottom type of thing. But right now, I can see another opportunity for entry. So this is a 23.5 pip stop loss Aud Jpy. Then you just go 100. How much do they have? 96,000. 2% risk, actually 1% risk now, since I already lost 1% on that, and 23.5 pips. So that's 4.85 lots. Now I'm gonna enter if the 15-minute candle closes above this area right here. So above this whole thingy right here, then I'm gonna enter. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna be in the last 15 minutes of the hour then, and then we can complete this hourly candle and move straight up. So I'm gonna wait and see what's gonna happen here. I don't know if anybody joined. Nobody joined yet. Doesn't matter. But basically that's my view on Aud Jpy, right? And Aud NZD is another trade that I took today. I didn't really have confidence to enter it on the break of this head and shoulders pattern down here. So we had a head and shoulders. I saw it last night. I saw it breaking out, but didn't really have the confidence to enter because you know, I was late, first of all, but also the fact that it was in the middle of the night, so I didn't really want to risk it. But then I saw this correction pattern on the 15-minute time frame, somewhat of a flag, triangle, however you want to call it, and also on the higher time frames we had a break right here of this whole area, and we do have the on the 4-hour time frame we also have this, or sorry, wait, it wasn't on the daily, no, it was on the hourly time frame. So in the hourly time frame we have a nice yellow line right here, which is the 200 period moving average, which was acting as a resistance for this pair and is now acting as a support. Broke out of it very easily, and I do expect more upside. So how much upside I expect, not sure. My target is right here for the start, and around this area I'm probably gonna take a little bit of profit and then let it run even more into the next 2 targets, which would be something like this, right? So up here and right here. So let's just say this setup has 1, 2, 3 targets right now. Why isn't Martin joining? Martin, my bro, my brother. Okay. Aud Jpy is looking good. It's a weird pair. I don't know. This is a nice formation. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this because I was just testing something out. We have a nice little movement towards the upside, right? And we have a nice zone of resistance up here, which should technically be broken out of if we want to continue moving towards more upside. And that's basically what I'm gonna be following right now. So I'm gonna leave the previous position trails right here. So this was from the first position. This was the initial stop loss, and this was the trailed stop loss. And right now, I'm gonna wait for a break and close above this area. I would most like to see a break and close on the hourly time frame. So if the hourly candle closed somewhere above this level right here, that would be perfect. But anywhere above this area, any type of close would be enough to look for upside opportunities. Why? Well, the left-hand side is completely clear, right? I'm just gonna be popping back and forth into the Aud NZD position just to look at what's going on. But one thing that's very important to note is that we're very clear on the left-hand side. So if you zoom out on the 4-hour time frame, you don't see anything, right? There's no significant zones, nothing to you know, determine pretty much anything. We have this, which could be acting as a resistance, but it seems as if we just very easily broke out of it, and then it's now acting as a support, right? So that's nothing. And then if we keep on moving towards the left on the daily time frame, let's say, we can see nothing. The next zone of significant resistance is either this or this area right here. I added 2 targets just in case, you know, just for profit taking measures. So if we do reach one of the targets, I'm going to take a few profits. If we continue on to the next, I'm going to take a little bit more profit, and then if we reach the top, I'm gonna exit completely out of the position. But that's sort of the aim right now. We are most interested in the 30-minute time frame. I believe it's enough of a confirmation if we do break and close above. But right now, pretty much all 3 closes, so the 15-minute, 30-minute, and hourly close are happening at the same time. And essentially, all I need is a close above this level right here, and then I will enter upside or a long position targeting more upside. So where's the entry going to be? Probably on the 30-minute. Probably on the 30-minute with a stop loss below this previous wick. So stop would be right here, similar to the previous one, and 1% risk instead of 2. So that's half of my usual risk, because I already, as I said, lost 1% trading this before, because I anticipated a continuation from this area, but we just continued down, and I misjudged these wicks right here. So it was a little bit of a mistake, but it's okay. It's not really a problem. Okay. So AUD NZD. We are still moving nicely bullish. Found more support around the 200 period moving average. That's where I have my trail at this moment. I'm probably gonna wait for price to reach the top right here, or you know, potentially the $1.07 level. So we are currently, we actually broke out from the 1.07 dollar level. So that was way back down here. Okay, that was my mistake. So it didn't really seem to be a strong zone, even though it is a round number. And right now we're just moving up. There's no significant resistances into this zone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do a little market review, market report, as we always do. Starting off with a little bit of news. So what we do is go into Forex Factory. We can see good news for the AUD this morning, which is why you know, I prioritized AUD positions over everything else. Also, we have bad news for NZD, bad GDP performance in the past quarter, and we have British pound news today. The official bank rate votes, monetary policy summary, official bank rate and stuff coming out at 1 p.m. So that's going to be very interesting to see. Also, we have the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. Not too important, but you know, let's just open my tweet deck at this point and see what kind of news flow we're having for the day. Also a very, very important aspect of my trading personally and trading in general. But we're waiting for this close right here, and we're going to see what happens. We have Walter Bloomberg first squawk and all of this stuff. If you want to check it out, it is nice news. Now, I don't know if I'm live even. Am I live? I should be live. Am I live? Yeah, I'm live. Live for 9 minutes, right? Okay, this is I guess it's connected to the streaming software or whatnot. Okay. Just look at some news right now. Sky Saber missile system being deployed in Poland. 100 troops. What's 100 troops, man? Come on. What are these guys doing? What are they doing, honestly? Japan is in trouble. Delivery targets break even in 2 years. Delivery market is pretty good at these days. I'm gonna try and just enter on my phone just to see how everything looks right now. You know, in terms of just the general stream quality and whatnot. Because I am live. Nobody's joining, but that's not really the goal right now. I'm just trying to kind of fill out the channel with content. I mean, I know I'm spewing facts most of the time, right? And that's just what I do. And then eventually, a lot of people will start joining and you know, making some additions. But yeah, currently in the AUD NZD position. Still moving nicely up. Tweet deck, I do recommend it. Walter Bloomberg, first squawk. This stuff, okay, live squawk is good. Reuters is just mainstream, and Bloomberg obviously. I usually have Bloomberg up on the TV, just playing in the background. I didn't really do that right now, but doesn't matter, because I'm just gonna do some little market analysis right now. Okay, Euro AUD. We had a little flag pattern here. Did not enter any positions because it was quite indecisive. We had a few things on our side for upside. We had a few things on our side for downside. And then we broke out of this area, created a little bit of a consolidation, and are currently moving down as the SPX, I would say, is pretty bullish. So we made a break on the S&P towards the downside, but it seems like it was just a little liquidity grab. Strong zone right here, potentially moving even more up and breaking out of this downtrend line for the pretty long term. So that would be a nice break to see for S&P, for the market, for crypto, generally pretty much for anything out there. And we can see oil is moving bullish as well, but once again, this could be just I'm just going to remove all of the drawings right now. It could just be one of these correction patterns, something like this. Personally, that seems like the most viable option, because the next zone of support is going to be at the $90 level, somewhere around here. And you know, oil is very, very psychological these days, right? So we have the $90 level, we have the $100 level. All of these are providing significant support and resistance zones, because the whole world is playing oil these days. You know, people are out there buying extra gas and stuff. It's panicking, which is not too bad of a thing, right? If you do expect situation to get worse and panic to settle in, then, you know, just buy some extra gas, bro. But it's not gonna save you from a war. It's not gonna save you from anything. It's just gonna save you a little bit of money, which is what I guess a lot of people want to do anyways. So not gonna say I don't support it, but also not gonna say that I'm doing it, right? Also, we have Euro CHF right here. This was it was somewhat of a flag forming, but I saw this was days ago, right? And I trailed my stops, took a 0.3 R loss right here. It was okay. We did make a break towards the downside. I thought maybe we could make another impulse downwards, trail aggressively before price moves up, but that didn't happen. So right now I'm going to remove all of the drawings, and let's just do another top-down analysis. On the 4-hour, we can see a trend line, valid on the hourly as well. Not too many opportunities to trade though. The market is a little bit weird since yesterday's news and all of the things that happened. So the rate hike, I believe it's 0.25 BPS for the rate hike. I'm gonna open Discord right now just to check out Plutus Club from my friend, because he does post some cool analysis as well. Private group, but pretty cool stuff, that's for sure. I got some coffee next to me. Might play some music very soon. Okay, so as the Discord is opening right now, Euro GBP. Removing all the drawings, little top down. Nothing too interesting, you know. All of these larger pairs are just static. You can't do anything with this right here. It's not a head and shoulders.
Okay, so as the Discord is opening right.
Oops. It's not a head and shoulders. It's not a bearish pattern. It's not a bullish flag. It's nothing, man. Pretty boring market. Just gonna be checking back on my trades. Yeah, AUD and NZD breaking the previous high as well. Very nice trade. I did take a small loss yesterday, so I was on the 15-minute time frame, and I tried to make an entry somewhere here, and then I saw this big red candle. So let me just mark that. So I saw this candle right here, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. And then I exited with about 0.25 of my risk. And yeah, then it just continued towards the upside. But I'm not worried about that because I did notice the head and shoulders. It was a clean pattern, but there's a lot of wicks and stuff. So I'm not worried about the little loss. I just waited patiently, took another entry at this point on the break of this pattern, of this flag pattern on the 15-minute time frame. Broke, made a strong close, broke the previous high, made sure that everything was okay, and entered a long position. And now we're just moving up. My trail is currently right here as per the hourly time frame and beneath the 200 period moving average. So it's a good one. I'm gonna let it run a bit more. EJ. Yeah, just ugly, man. Pretty ugly chart. More bullish than bearish right now, even though we are double topping sort of, because we do have this I'm just gonna remove drawing. Sometimes I draw a lot of stuff, it confuses me, and let alone you guys. But we have something like this. Oh, okay. Next zone of significant resistance gonna be right up here, and you know, potentially could make another move up into that triple top out, and then start moving back back down at some point, right? Let me just see. Okay, stream's looking fantastic. Okay. Euro NZD. Very interesting pair right here. So, in case SPX starts moving downwards, in my opinion, in case it starts moving downwards, and this is not just a wick, so if it actually does move downwards, then we can head on over into EJ and potentially, not EJ, sorry, Euro NZD, and potentially take a long position. Because look at this, it's a nice pattern, and we do have a nice zone right here as well. So as you can see, support, resistance, support, and let's see what AJ is doing. Oh, it seems like something interesting is happening. Okay, let's see how the close is going to be in 1 minute from now on the 15-minute time frame. I don't think this is going to be any type of trade. This is also the 2-hour candle closing, so it is a significant close, and what I'm going to want to see is a nice close above this area. Right now. make a little post for the yin yang boys out there. Okay, it does seem like we had a good close. Right now I'm gonna wait for a wick down on the 15 minute, a little wick down, and then a movement upwards and a break of this high. And then if we do that, it's gonna be good. But I need to see a wick down first. So it's already been 4 minutes. We did seem to make a little wick down. Right here I would be tempted to reduce the stop loss a little bit and make it a nice little scalp trade. So a perfect scalp, which is basically how I enter generally these days, just scalping. But let me actually, okay, yeah, chat is right there. I usually scalp, but I take, you know, swing trading entries towards my scalping, right? It's important. So it's a very technical type of setup. We can see a head and shoulders. We can see a break up here. We can see a break of a trend line. We can see a break of the moving averages. A lot of it's different stuff, but the entry is important to be, you know, as strong and as much volume as possible, because I want to catch that one nice move towards the upside. That's what I'm always trying to catch, right? So keep that in mind. Now, AJ, very interesting. Not sure if I have the confidence to enter this one. Let's see what the chat is saying. I'm not sure there's anyone in chat. Okay, we are making a break upwards. Let's see how we move. What do we say for the lot size? 4.85 lots. Okay, just enter the long right here, as we are breaking out towards the upside. Half of my usual risks is I already lost 1% on this trade previously, as we can see right here. So this was my, this was a minus 0.5 R trade. That's minus 1% for me, or just, yeah, minus 1%. There we go. So that was the first trade that I took. And the second trade that I took was the AUD NZD trade, which is currently running in nice profit. I'm still trailing on the hourly time frame. I believe we have a lot more to go up here, especially considering the 4-hour candles. So we had a massive candle right here after this news, then a nice little pullback, liquidity grab, and a continuation towards the upside. So AUD NZD, not really worried about this one at all. I'm just going to be popping in here to check the chat in case somebody does join from the Yin Yang boys. So we did get to Euro NZD in our analysis. It was interesting, but nothing too interesting right there. On the hourly time frame, EU also nothing very interesting to see. I like to look for a double top continuation pattern, a head and shoulders or something that I can play out of and make a potentially. So if we have a nice head and shoulders pattern, sorry for how this looks, but if we have a zone right here, I'm looking for that one big candle I want to catch that one big candle with my strategy. So like this, just like this. That's what I want to catch. That's literally what I want to catch. Sometimes I want to let the trade run when I have the risk available to do so. So for example, the AN position right now, AUD NZD, I want to let it run because it seems like it's going to continue towards more upside. And usually when this pair starts to rally, it just continues rallying. There's no significant pullbacks. It just continues moving in one direction until the next significant zone of support or resistance, just like we can see right here, for example. AUD CAD, I think it was Martin that said something about AUD CAD, no? Maybe, let's see. So this is the, yeah, this is the setup. Very, very bullish setup right here. He's waiting for a retracement down into fib levels, I do imagine. So according to his strategy, waiting for a retracement into fib levels before continuing to, you know, probably a target somewhere here or the top of this range or whatnot. So yeah, AUD CAD, nothing for me personally. Usdchf, just a nice movement upwards. See, we did have a nice sort of head and shoulders right here that I didn't catch. But then again, you know, we caught these other ones, so I'm pretty satisfied as is. Coming into AUD NZD again, just looking at the situation right now. I'm gonna wait for this hourly candle to start closing, so 50 minutes from now, 50 minutes, 50. And then once it starts closing, then I'm gonna look to trail below it. But we're gonna see. I'm trying just to see where the significant zones of resistance are. We do seem to be finding some resistance, but we're also kind of squeezing price. I'm gonna remove all of these lines to make the chart a little bit more simple to you guys. It's really not as complicated as it looks. I just somehow make it complicated by drawing a lot of useless stuff on the chart that, you know, doesn't really help anyone. But we had a flag, we had a break. I'm using the MPO to find the target. So the MPO is something like this. This is what a young trader well taught me, a really good guy. I mean, his course, obviously. And then basically something like this, right? So that's my target. We are consolidating, but at the same time, we are making a nice push. Just like this. Just like this. Not even sure that's valid, but we're creating somewhat of a resistance up here. So I'm gonna have to wait and see what happens. But it does seem like price is being squeezed. And whenever price is being squeezed like this, it usually emerges victorious. So let's see. AJ. Nice one. Pretty nice one. I mean, now we're pretty clean, you know? 15, 30 minute, whatever. Very clean. Nice entry. Gonna look to trail as soon as possible to reduce my risk here. But yeah, it doesn't seem like a fake out just yet, right? We're gonna see how volume picks up right now because it is, you know, about an hour and a half or 2.5 hours before NYSE open, and I do believe we can see some more volume coming in very soon. I think someone's in the chat. Yo, if you're in the chat, say hi, man. Say hi, say something. Let me, you know, ask a question. Let me explain to you whatever's on your mind. We're taking some trades right now. Took minus 0.5 R on AUD Jpy earlier. Right here, I'm floating about 3% in profit. So I could just write that down. Floating plus 3% in profit right now. Just to make it clear for the stream or anybody else joining. Yeah, those are the two positions running. So not sure if somebody's in the chat or not. Yeah, 2 guys. Whoa, that's a record for me. Hello everybody. So just an update. I'm not very sure how do I put my stream on the side. That's what I want to do. So if I could unpin the chat, pop out the chat, let's say, and then put it on the side of my chart, that would be a good thing, right? So something like this. But none of you are really talking, so I don't really think I need the chat too much, right? Even though there's 2 viewers in here. Say hi. Say something. Okay. Update. Still in this trade. Still in this trade. So quite a good day for now. AUD USD. Right now I'm just gonna continue doing a little market recap for you guys. Nothing that I can personally see here, and honestly, since both of these people are here, I'm just gonna explain my previous trades, starting with AUD NZD, how I actually entered. So last night I was sitting there and I was following this nice head and shoulders pattern right here. So you can see a shoulder, head, shoulder, and a very clean pattern. So that's what I like to trade usually. I like to trade a head and shoulders pattern or a continuation or something like that. And I want to see that strong break of a candle. And once it breaks very strongly, I want to enter. But I didn't really have confidence to enter right here in the middle of the night because usually there's not a lot of volume at those times. So I let it play out, and then I woke up this morning and saw this correction pattern that was also on top of a very nice break of this trend line, right? And then basically what I did was I went in, I dove in a little bit closer. I went in here, dove into the 15-minute time frame, saw that we did have indeed a nice pattern forming. And you know, you could call it a squeeze, you could call it a triangle, you could call it whatever you want. Also this support zone, whatever, you know. And then I saw a strong break, waited for a continuation of the candle, broke the previous candle high, entered the position right here, and I'm currently still running. So pretty good trade, pretty good entry, good execution. Never entered drawdown, not even for a second, which is very important for me. And currently stops are trailed right here, but we could you know, could start trailing more aggressively soon enough. I am waiting though on the 5-minute to break out of this squeeze once again. Just like we had a squeeze right here on the higher time frame, I would be waiting for another squeeze and a break of this one right here and a final push into my target. Someone's banging the door outside. Okay, so if it does reach my target, I'm not going to exit fully. I'm going to exit with like 80% right here, let's say. And I'm going to let the rest run into the next few targets up here. Because this pair usually has a tendency to just move like crazy. Like you see this full move right here. It's a lot larger in proportion than you know what I'm catching right here. So I do expect we can make a larger move. Now, AJ, I was on the 15-minute time frame, saw a nice movement upwards. I saw somewhat of a pattern, something like this, broken out of, entered right here. So I'm going to show you. I entered right here, anticipating a continuation, but it was too early. So then price started moving down. I cut the losses for half of my risk. So right here is where I trailed my stops. Right now it's continuing upwards, so if I just left my original stop loss, I would still be in the position, but I would rather cut it and enter again with the risk that I have left over than just let the whole position go, because that's just how my strategy works at this moment. Hey, I'm 17. Sorry, I'm not 17. I'm stupid, bro. I'm 21. The recent Fed announcement, well, they announced rate hikes, but it's only 0.25 BPS, so it's not too bearish for the market, right? If the rate hike was larger, then the market would be moving bearish immediately. But currently, a lot of weird signals. I don't know. I use the SPX to actually. Oh, Laza's here. Yo. Hey, I actually have 2 viewers right now, man. Hey, thanks Kyle for the you know, good TA or whatever. I appreciate it. But I usually look at SPX when it comes to these macro events, Fed impacted stuff. Hey, mute yourself, Lazo. Mute. Čujem sebe. I can hear myself twice. So. Okay, wait. Let me just explain to Kyle real quick about these rate hikes. So, if the rate hikes are strong, technically what should happen is SPX should just continue moving downwards, right? Because, you know, rate hikes means inflation should be tackled, and then we should be moving downwards in the long run. So that's like next few weeks, months, or whatever. But in the short run, the market is still pricing in all of that's happening, and then we still have some, in my opinion, inflation worries once again because of this war going on and increase in oil prices, increase in commodity prices, and a lot of that stuff. So it does seem to artificially be inflating the price of equities, and in the short run, these small rate hikes could result in higher prices, but in the long run, over the next few months, I'm almost certain. I mean, obviously, we're going to be reacting to what the market gives us, not just not trying to predict what it does, but generally taking everything into account, we should be moving more down in the next few months. So anyways, when I look at the SPX, I look at like 30-minute time frame. So for example, if we make a break from this area right here, if we start moving downwards, I'm gonna look to exit my Aud Jpy position, because that would mean that SPX is bearish and that more money would be flowing into the yen on the lower time frames, which means that my position could likely reverse. So that's the sort of lower time frame stuff that I like to look at. I trade forex pairs, and so basically what you see on the right hand side right here: euro, AUD, CAD, blah blah blah, all these pairs. Oil, not really for trading. SPX, not for trading. NDX, that's Nasdaq, not for trading. All of this stuff here is to help you trade, right? For example, volatility index, but I don't really look at this too much. I used it before. US 10-year yields, this is very important, because it can tell you about the strength of the dollar in certain times. You have the US 30, which is an index. Also, I don't use it too much. So basically, oil, pretty important for me. Oil's quite psychologically significant these days, because everyone's like running to the gas stations, buying oil, buying gas. They're like stocking up for the future, which means that all of this stuff happening, this war, this increase in prices, is affecting even the common people. So then zones such as this $100 level right here and this $90 level right here are going to be even more significant than before, which is why I believe that we could have a nice move downwards like this. So potentially I'm going to look to short the Canadian dollar in the next few, before the market closes this week. So that's some of the things that I'm potentially planning to do in case oil starts to move in a bearish sort of fashion, because we did make a huge move towards the upside, and it makes sense to make a correction. Also, could be a little head and shoulders right here, right? What do you think, Laszlo? What looks similar to the Bitcoin chart? I'm not sure I understand. You mean SPX? Okay, wait, I'll give you a second. Bitcoin chart in 2020. Yeah, I'm not sure I catch you right there. Well, I don't think it's rugging. I think it's just a normal. So normally after COVID ends, we see less inflation and prices go down because less inflation. It's very logical. But right now we're still having inflation troubles, even though the market is trying to price in all of these rate hikes, and so the market is sort of struggling right now. We see all of these wicks, we see all of this weird stuff going on, but generally we have a strong, very strong downtrend right here, and we're gonna see what happens. I mean, we had the same situation recently right here, pretty much same stuff, but then we had support of the 50 period moving average, made a head and shoulders, bottomed out, and then continue making another high. But currently we don't really have any of that. We're just looking more and more bearish. And I don't know if you're interested in Bitcoin as well. There's a few scenarios for me for Bitcoin personally. We have the 45k level, straight smack down in the middle. If we want to move bullish, we got to break the previous lower highs, which is right here at the 45k. If we want to, if we're going to move down, we're going to break out of this zone right here. If anyone calls this a double bottom, they're completely wrong. It's not a double bottom. If anything, it's a bearish flag pattern, this right here. And the only way we're moving bullish at this point is if we break the 45k mark. So that's very important as well. Now, props, you know, Kyle, are you in you in the yin yang group, or are you in did you just find me randomly? Lazo, are you here? Lucky is my friend, by the way. We trade together. Also for analysis, I use indexes and stuff. So let's say euro, the euro unweighted index. You can see the euro is generally getting stronger right now. Dollar unweighted, or sorry, that was the dollar index. This is the euro index. The euro index was getting very weak, now has retraced, and you know, potentially if war fears get worse, we might see the euro getting even weaker. And that basically means that the collection of all of these euro pairs right here are going down on average. So that's what the index represents. Let's check on my positions. This is going okay. 15 minutes strong close above this area. Good to see. Currently, I'm gonna contemplate, or I'm gonna actually straight away I'm gonna trail right here below this 15-minute candle, just to minimize my risk once again. Even though I entered with only 1% risk, I'm gonna further reduce it because I want to protect my equity. So that's 87.010. Okay, maybe a dangerous trail. So I might, you know, it all depends on what's happening. If price starts moving very strongly downwards, then it's a good trail. But if price starts creating somewhat of a, you know, of a liquidity grab in the next 30-minute time frame, then we could, you know, dip a little bit below and allow the price to move a little bit down before moving back up. So I'm open to changing my stop loss sometimes, but only when I have enough risk to do so. So right now I lost 1% on one trade. My usual risk is 2%. I risked 1% on this trade now. So with this trail, I would only lose 0.5%. But letting the whole thing down, I would lose minus 1%. So a minus 2% total loss is okay for a trade. But if possible, I'd like to minimize it, and you know, if possible, I would also like to win the trade. So let's see what happens. AUD NZD still squeezing a lot of these weird wicks right here, but yeah, I'm quite certain from everything that I've seen before that you know, it's probably gonna keep moving upwards. If we don't, I'm probably just gonna cut losses as soon as we break down. But it has to be a break and close towards the downside, right? Because all of these wicks are just pointing towards more upside. Because we have more, you know, buyers are pushing price higher and higher at all of these points, more so than sellers are pushing price lower and lower at these points right here, right? So as you can see, it's more steep than this one. Let's run through some other pairs right now. Is there any questions in the chat? Oh, nice, man. Well, I hope you're enjoying the stream. I just started streaming a few days ago. Literally, this is my third stream right now, and I'm not expecting too many viewers right now. I'm just trying to get used to, you know, used to talking in front of the camera for a long time. But I feel like I have enough knowledge to do it. But as you can see, there's still a few things I have to figure out. You know, like how to put the chat window like right on the side, so that when I'm trading, it's still visible. Because, I mean, I can put the pop-up right here, but as you can see, this is weird. The chat isn't even visible right here. This is YouTube's thing. It's not visible. So the chat is only in Streamlabs, which is also weird. That's live chat. Oh, nope. By the way, I use TweetDeck for news. You can see Walter Bloomberg and First Squawk are my sort of news havens for pretty much everything Forex related, or politics or anything. So anything that happens, these guys will report within the minute. Like Kremlin, US used nuclear weapons in Japan after World War II, all of this stuff. So this First Squawk is more so political news, Walter Bloomberg is more stocks. So this is some stock picks right here, right? Target prices from all of these large investment banks and stuff. Then UK Defense Minister, what he's saying, Ukraine Presidential Advisor, Kremlin, CPI reports from the Eurozone. So this is something that I recommend for everybody. Also Forex Factory, but probably you guys know. You guys probably know about that even more. I don't have two monitors. I can get another monitor. But yo, I would be down if you're what's it called? If you're interested, like we can get on a Zoom call as well for the next stream, and then we can just analyze together. Because I have a community of people that I built throughout time, but they're mostly busy. So now I'm just sitting alone, and I mean it's not lonely. I just do what I usually do. You know, I'm just trading, right? But it's more fun when you can share your opinions with someone else, obviously. And also you can help me with the setup and a lot of this other stuff. We can share strategies and you know. So we can stay in touch. Wait. Tell you what, if you want to get on the Zoom right now, I'll just send you the link. This is the little community, by the way. This is my friend Martin. He posts analysis as well. A lot of interesting guys right here. This is a friend, a guy who studies the same uni as me. He knows how to make algos and stuff. Like I would never know how to do that. It's too much statistics for me personally. Wait, I need to sign into chat. What? This is so weird. Maybe I can put it in my stream description. Okay, for anyone who wants to join the Zoom, check the stream description. And then we can chat. Oh, don't start with options, man. options are chaos, bro. Like if you're starting from something, probably Forex is the best because it's very wide. There's a lot of concepts in Forex that if you learn, you can apply it everywhere. So I can go ahead and go, you know, Apple's stock and then do the same sort of technicals, same strategy, find the same break, same volume of a candle moving up, and you know, same head and shoulders pattern. Everything is the same except less volume pretty much on these stocks, and maybe not even the volume part. But then you can apply that to options as well. But I don't know. Options are really weird for me personally. I would never do that. This is so much easier for me. You know, I just head into a trade. I take it, I exit like an hour later, and then I'm chilling, you know. But I wasn't always sort of a scalper or whatever. I used to swing trade, basically. I learned how to trade from this guy. Young Trader Wealth. It's a little shout out for my boy. So this guy, he's French. He has a really cool course. Me and my friend got it. And, you know, 2 years of learning Forex. Or not 2 years, maybe... So 1 year of learning Forex before this, and I was just scouring the internet. I was Googling pretty much everything. I was trying to learn as much as possible, making trades all the time, and nothing worked. I didn't learn anything. And then I took this guy's course, and in a month I learned more than I learned in a year before. And then, and only then, I started understanding what strategy means, what risk management means, what all of these patterns mean, and how to use them all together. And right now, I sort of modified it. So I'm using partially his strategy, which is all of these clean technical plays, such as the head and shoulders, strong support level, strong trend line being broken, flag pattern, stuff like that, moving average. And I'm combining them with sort of a scalping type of strategy where I'm waiting for this very quick break, very large volume, and just a movement upwards, catching that quick move. That's the goal. Okay, so S&P is looking bearish at this point, personally. So we made a break, retraced, and then could potentially move down, so I'm going to be careful with the positions I have running. Oil's looking bullish. Yeah, I mean, I think my trail is too aggressive right here. But at the same time, we have a strong divergence in the RSI. So price could keep moving down. So I'm going to keep my trail there and see if we just rebound and continue upwards. And if we don't, then I'll take the loss. It's not a problem. Thank you, Kyle, for the subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you next time. Who else is in here? Welcome, welcome. If you guys are new, welcome to the stream. I'm still learning. It's my 3rd day of streaming. We're going to get better at it. But the most important part is trades are going well. And I've probably explained around 3 times what I've done for this trade. I'm going to do it again for every single new viewer that joins. So we had a nice break of this area, nice support, nice head and shoulders, nice flag pattern on the lower time frames right here. And I entered with a strong break of this candle. And once it was broken out of, I waited for the next candle to break the high and I entered right here. Also, what played into this trade was the fact that last night we saw negative news for the NZD and we saw positive news this morning, or I mean also last night, positive employment change and the positive unemployment news, meaning unemployment actually fell in the mentioned period. So see what's happening with AUD NZD. Where sometimes if you go into the low time frames, you get really confused. You see this big red candle and you get scared, right? But don't get scared. It's all normal, and it's always important to wait for the close. So if, for example, we closed very strongly somewhere down here, I would probably be tempted to exit, but I'm not going to exit this one. I'm letting it run because of a few reasons. One of the reasons is we have this nice 200 period moving average right here, which acted as a resistance in the past, and we just broke out of it very cleanly. So my trail is currently below this level. Now, once we break this high that I've drawn on the 15 minutes, so once we break this area of resistance right here, I'm going to move my trail to potentially somewhere like this. And then we're going to see what happens. As we near the target, we're going to manage risk more proactively, right? So AJ made a move down into this zone of previous resistance. Would be good if we just continued up right now, so I don't have to worry about it. But right here, I took a trade previously and lost 1%, so minus 0.5% of my risk. Minus 0.5 of my risk. Basically, I risked 2% on the full trade, which is a stop loss down here. But I trailed my stops into this area because, I didn't like the appearance of this large big candle. And then I re-entered right here with reduced risk, so with the risk of only 1%. And right now my trail is sitting right here. So if I do lose the trade, I'm only losing $500 on the FTMO challenge, 100K FTMO challenge. So that's how we can talk about it. And yeah, positions are obviously running right now. I don't know if okay, so I'm gonna give you a little glimpse right here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is the 100K FTMO. Those are the positions. No messing around here. We're serious. Laza was here in the chat and then he left. Okay, let's move on with our analysis. So this is the pre-New York stock market open. It's opening in 2 hours from now, I believe. I'm not going to stream for another 2 hours probably because, I got to get on to other things like studying. I got some work to do and stuff. But let's see if we can find another opportunity right here. I missed out on GJ yesterday, man. That was painful. So I entered. Yeah, I don't know. I entered somewhere and then I just got stopped out because I wanted to trail aggressively and then it just continued upwards. But you know, it happens. It happens. GC also, there was a nice little flag right here. Could have entered pretty much anywhere, but I didn't. But doesn't matter. Still sort of keeping it together. It's a difficult week because of all of the news, FOMC yesterday and stuff like that. So, you know, you should always keep those things in mind. GBP CAD. Do we see anything interesting right here? Somewhat of a trend line, but I don't like to play only trend lines. It's kind of ugly for me. GU. This one's interesting. I mean, we're breaking out of this area. Ideally, what I would like to happen is, okay, so ideally, we would create a resistance and then make another shoulder and then make a little consolidation. And on the break, I catch the entry and then wait for this one good candle towards more upside, right? That's what I would be waiting for GU, but that's probably not going to happen since we are breaking out. Now GA, double bottom, retracement, but not my cup of tea, this setup. Not my cup of tea. It's very, very blatantly pretty bearish because SPX is still strong. However, we could be starting to move down on the S&P. Something to keep in mind. Where were we? GBP NZD. This was somewhat of a I didn't take this trade. I was just playing around, but the idea is there, right? It's just a lot of wicks. It's a very, very dirty chart. A lot of wicks out there. Potentially a good entry. So why is this a good entry? Okay. We have sort of a longer term. I don't even know what I plotted right here. So that's not really valid. Okay. We have an important zone of support down here. And then a double bottom. And then next to that, we have a nice pattern. So a nice little flag pattern. And we broke the previous. So this is the previous lower high. And we broke out of it. How do we know that? Well, it's very simple. Like this is the break. And essentially what I would be waiting for right now is a break, right? So I was looking at very low time frames, but on the hourly time frame, it seems pretty obvious and clear that if we do break this zone, we should be moving upwards, right? And I would like the break to happen on the hourly time frame. So if the hourly candle right here on GN closes bullish, somewhere here, I'm probably going to enter a long position because NZD should get weaker. First of all, because of the news that happened last night. Second of all, if the S&P starts or continues moving downwards, then especially we should see a weaker NZD, which is why the British pound should grow against it. So for me, that makes perfect sense. We would have a stop somewhere here, maybe even more tight and aggressive, maybe under the previous bullish 1 hour candle. But yeah, something like that. Okay, what stocks? Sorry for not looking at the chat too often, bro. I'm not used to it. But what stocks would you? Just give me a few stock picks, and I'll do some technicals. No problem. As I said, same concept applies pretty much everywhere. Like if you learn how to trade in Forex, you can trade everywhere because Forex is the most liquid market in the world. It's the largest market in the world, and you know, the most moves probably happen on Forex. Or, you know, if you're trading penny stocks, but that's it's more heavily manipulated and stuff, right? Yo, is this Kyle in the Zoom? Can't hear you, man. Not sure if it's up to me or you. I'm gonna share my screen so it's easier for you. There we go. Okay. I think I should hear you when you start talking, so I'm just gonna continue. So we have NC right here. Nothing too interesting on any time frame right now. And J, nothing too interesting as well. Could start moving bearish in case we see bearish S&P. NZD USD, you know, broke out towards the upside, but it seems like we're making a divergence. So this could be, you know, a head and shoulders in the formation in the future. Now I'm not predicting anything. Like, that's not how I do it. But you know, you gotta sort of make a prediction when you're making a trade, draw some stuff out, and if it happens, then you have extra confidence to actually enter it, right? USD CAD, maybe a falling wedge or something, but not my cup of tea personally. USD CHF. Now this is interesting. This is something I noticed this morning. So let's do a top down on this. Okay, chat. Oh, okay, no problem, Kyle. Yeah, you can actually chat on the Zoom or whatever. Oh, see, the Zoom chat stays on screen. Oh, that's what I should do probably. Okay, bro, we're here. No probs. Okay. USD CHF. We have a strong zone of resistance, I would say. Maybe not so much, but a very strong wick on the daily. Very strong wick. And on the lower time frames, nothing else pretty much matters even at this point. The only thing that matters is that we're making somewhat of a head and shoulders, which is what I like to see personally. Now, the only thing I would wait for right now is a strong bearish candle to confirm the move. It is very, you know, rangy. Yeah, wait, I don't know what you mean add me. I can add you on socials and stuff, but I'll be on for another hour probably. I don't know, man. I just like to trade. So as long as I'm on, I'm on. But every day from 12 o'clock CET until 2 o'clock, that's sort of the average. So UC is interesting. See, GN is interesting. This could be a nice impulse entry right here. $38 pips, GBP, NZD, 38 pips, 2% risk, 7.38 lots. Yep, just enter the long right here. Good close on the 15-minute. Anticipating the hourly just to continue. So we have 15 minutes left until this. No, not 12 p.m. Eastern time. So Eastern time is 6 hours behind my time. Right now, it's 12:45 for me. I usually start streaming 45 minutes ago. So it's 12:45 right now. I usually start streaming at 12. So calculate it, bro. Okay, so I entered this position. A little bit higher because of the spread and whatnot. But 38 pip stop just below this this wick right. Oh my god, my mouse is. I need to buy a new mouse ASAP. Okay. So I entered just like this on GN because I'm anticipating S&P to continue moving downwards and fill out this whole range right here. Because we are creating somewhat, believe it or not, of a head and shoulders even on the S&P. Now that's a bold prediction as well. Also, I am gonna check out AMD soon. Just give me a minute to finish up all of these pairs I'm analyzing. So GN just entered. First target is going to be somewhere here. Or even the previous one, just to take out some quick profits if it continues moving up. Now, I expect a wick down from this 15 minute, so somewhere into this area right here, and then a continued move upwards. That's kind of what I'm expecting. AJ got stopped out, by the way. $300 in minus. So it is somewhat of a fake out. My bias is changing right now completely on this pair. Since S&P is moving bearish, we could potentially start looking at bearish setups right now. And AUD NZD still moving pretty well. A lot of wicks and stuff, right? Very, very ugly price action on the lower time frames. But on the hourly time frame, it's just a little consolidation wick. And I do expect just to continue upwards after that. So I'm going to remove this to make it a little bit more clear for you guys. Floating around 3% profit currently. Since I do run my trades at 2% risk, I try to trail as soon as possible, obviously. Okay. So we have GN. I'm pretty confident in this one. I've been waiting for it for quite some time. Strong zone right here. Perfect timing because S&P is starting to move bearish, right? It's very obvious. We had a break, we had a retest, and then potentially moving down. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know people who started shorting the market in December, man. Even like even November and stuff. He's actually one of the people in this yin yang group right here, and it's just basing stuff off of fundamentals. You know, people predicted that Corona or the COVID crisis is gonna start getting better, slowly gonna start getting better, which automatically, yeah, makes perfect sense. It automatically means that rate hikes should be coming, and rate hikes means inflation should fall, so all of this market should be going down. And that was something that people anticipated, you know, up here, right? And it's never late, but you know, we're not trying, even though my name is the big shorter, I never really made a big short quite yet. And yes, agreed on this as well. Wait, is the stream lagging, or what are you saying? Or you mean the market is lagging? Because I agree that it's not looking, yeah, I agree that it's not looking transitory completely, because we just came out of a 2-year COVID crisis, supply chain shocks, shocks to the monetary system, everything going crazy, and then just as we were starting to recover, we have this this war coming out, and once again prices are inflating. So inflation is a big thing, and then there's also people out there who can argue that, for example, crypto is very important as a deflationary type of thing, but you know, we're gonna have to wait and see what crypto does. And also, I know probably more about crypto than I do about Forex, but I'm not going to talk about it now because I guess I could dedicate some streams specifically to cryptocurrencies, you know? Okay, we're going to wait for the hourly close right here. I like to mark my entered trades as light blue, you know, trades I'm looking at as green, and, you know, potentials as orange. So that's the paid trading view feature that I use the most. And yeah, now I'm gonna check AMD. This is AMD, the chip maker, yeah. Right now we're very bullish. So from first glance, we're breaking out of this zone, and the next little zone of resistance is right up here. So that's sort of the scalping viewpoint. Breaking a high, we have a clear area right here, but let's just start top down, you know, from the daily. Period of sustained growth, okay. Then we have strong support. Some sort of a some sort of a pattern. Usually I like to include the top, so I like to include everything from the top until the bottom, but this is pretty valid. Now on the 4 hour, we had a triple bottom, double bottom, whatever. Now this is good to see. So what I like to see in the market is usually in a downtrend, you have a lot of lower highs and lower lows, right? And then at some point you have this was the last lower high that actually happened, right? This area right here. So from here, it's very nice to see that we broke this out, and it's even more of a confluence for me. It's even more significant to see a break of the previous lower high rather than the break of a trend line, because it signifies a if you have a lower low, lower high, lower low, and then you make a higher low, you're most likely going to make a higher if you make a higher high, you're most likely going to make a higher low and continue moving in an uptrend. So currently it seems like AMD is reversing, which is kind of on the contrary to what the S&P is doing right now on the lower time frames. But I guess we're gonna see. Maybe it's lagging. Maybe it's weird. You can't always predict everything. But we're making a nice break right now. If I were to enter a impulse position, I would probably just do something along the lines of this. But I don't trade stocks. I don't have a broker for stocks. Actually, maybe my... Okay, GN is moving nice. Very nice. See? Volume's picking up. Just moving towards more upside. Okay. Now this is a good one. After a long period of consolidation, a lot of wicks, a lot of stuff, we have one big clean candle, which to me indicates a nice move up. Nice move up. So that's what I'm expecting right now. Oh, and also AUD NZD just broke out. So it's not 3%, it's more profit at this point. It's over 4% profit. Right now I'm gonna start squeezing my trail. So I'm gonna move my trail below the last hourly candle. So right here. Okay. Let me just I just trade off my phone. So as you can see, everything is legitimate right here, you know. We're not messing around. I'm doing 100k FTMO. And I passed the 200k FTMO, and then I realized that I did a 0.3% violation of the daily drawdown, and they didn't let me pass. So that was quite a bummer. But you know, I'll do it again, man. Like the idea is just to be consistently profitable, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do. So the trail is going 1.07079. Hey, honestly, bro, if you wanna, you're welcome to join the stream every day. If you wanna join with Facecam, if you wanna just join and talk a little bit, or just join and listen, I fully support it. The more people, the merrier. I don't even care about the viewers too much. I want to make a little community of us, just like. Let me show you. I don't know. You probably know who Raja Banks is. This market fluidity guy. I mean, he has this amazing scalping strategy, and basically, what I did was I took his strategy and his stream idea. So this is what he does, right? He just basically goes on live on Zoom. He has a bunch of a bunch of friends online as well. I don't know, you can't see them right now. Sometimes he has all these people in his Zoom call, like when they join, like right here, and they're just all trading together, and that's it. That's kind of the ultimate goal. And he has this scalping strategy, which also relies on these quick entries, quick securing of profits, quick cutting of losses, and all of that stuff. And I combined that with the Young Trader World strategy. So I'm using very complex entries, but very, very simple risk management. So just sometimes letting it run with the volume, sometimes taking profits, sometimes reducing losses, and a lot of this other fun stuff. Generally, everything's going pretty well right now. S&P kind of bearish, but in any case, New Zealand dollar had some bad news, and we should see the pound keep going up because one more thing that actually points towards that is the fact that the British pound index, which you can see right here, has been falling for a lot of time due to this this whole situation in Europe, right? Both the pound and the euro just kept falling because people just moved their money away as far as possible away from the continent, right? And now we're just moving up, so the pound is pretty much appreciating in terms of everything else, right? And yeah, that's why. See, now I think AJ is also moving. No. Yeah, AJ is very dangerous pair right now. I'm not gonna touch it because this is a direct risk proxy pair. It basically goes where the SPX goes. So if the SPX is making a double top, AJ is most probably making a double top as well, and also AUDCHF. Like not exactly, but they're pretty correlated because CHF and Japanese yen are risk proxy pairs. So when market is going down, usually Japanese yen, Swiss franc, and US dollar tend to go up. But when the market is going up, we have AUD, NZD that are going up following the market. Why? No idea. I don't know why AUD and NZD go up. I know why JPY and, for example, US dollar go up when the market is going down. It's because of they're just risk proxy pairs. They're safe havens. So people think that whenever everything is going crazy, they're going to put their money into the dollar or the yen, just like they did right now with this situation in Europe. If we check the dollar and yen indexes, so this is the dollar index, it's pretty much just been growing in the past days. So ever since, I think this is since, or no, maybe this is since the war started. But anyways, dollar is sort of depreciating right now. Euro kind of grew recently, but could keep going down. But in any case, who cares really? Don't want to spend too much time looking at these indexes and stuff, better just keep track of my own positions. And now you can see this humongous daily candle. 4 hour closing 1 hour from now. This is a zone of strong resistance right here, but I'm just gonna squeeze out as much profit as I can. Currently trailing on the hourly time frame. As we get closer to the see now we have the hourly candle close. This is going to be important for both of these positions. Very strong hourly close is a very good thing. Breaking all of the wicks, breaking all of the whatever's happening. And yeah, basically we're pretty clear to move right here, at least until this zone. But personally, I think GJ can. I think we can move even more. One thing I learned from Young Trader World strategy is if you go ahead and take your minimum price objective right here and just slap it on, you can get a nice target price for any type of flag forming in the market. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Okay, hourly candle closing nicely bullish. From this point on, I expect a wick down. Oh, wow. Yeah, we have news for the British pound. Oh, damn, I forgot about that. Okay. Slap through the stop loss right there. Completely forgot about news. Cut this position as well, just to be sure that I'm in profit. That's it. Nice few trades. Took a... I mean, obviously the other one's not too nice. So right here I took about plus 2%, a little bit more. GN, it's just news, man. Like, look at this. Wait, if my Zoom screen goes away. Official bank rate votes. So I think they did not increase rates. That's what I would say. And then the pound is kind of pound is just kind of depreciating right now. So that's a very big oops from me for not checking the should have paid attention to the news. This happens even to the best of us. See, the thing is, this actually happened to me even yesterday as well. I just didn't pay attention to the news and just ended up being stopped out like a maniac. So hopefully everything is all right. I don't think I breached my FTMO risk right here. So floating. Floating P&L should have been. No, I don't think I did. So that's what happened. Last time I breached my risk, and right now I was not expecting this news to happen. But look at this. This is crazy stuff going on. And I bet the SPX is moving up now. Yeah, we're consolidating. So really weird stuff. Weird stuff happening when there's news in the market. It was a good stream. I'm gonna be on probably for another 30 minutes just to see what happens. This is what happens when when the pound gets bad news. It's probably the most volatile currency out there when it comes to this type of stuff. All of these other pairs are kind of static at this point. AUD NZD, very nice trade, very nice management. Secured profits right here just because why not? Good profit in action. I'm gonna share this with the group. See what they say. By the way, you can join the group, Kyle, if you want to. I'll send you a link right here. Plus 4% on this trade. Wait. Okay, so what do we actually get when it comes to this news? This could be a liquidity grab. I just saw news pop up on my phone. Bank of England lifts interest rates by quarter point to 0.75. So they raised rates. They raised rates even more than they were supposed to raise rates. And the pound is falling. What? Does anyone have an answer to this? I don't really have an answer to this. It's very weird stuff. Increased rates to 0.75. What? Interesting stuff. Currently on my FTMO, I'm 4% in drawdown, which is okay. It's not, you know, I can make plus 10% in one good trade, you know what I mean? So all of this stuff doesn't really matter. My mistake for not trailing GN. So this is something that you guys should all, or you guys, if anyone's watching, you should learn from. I had news, I had a little bit of profit. It was a very easy break-even trail before the news, but I forgot the GBP news was coming out. Every time any type of red news is coming out in the market, make sure to secure your positions ASAP. Very important. Okay, Lewis says high inflation expectation. Makes sense. Makes sense now. So even though rates are increasing, still expectation of high interest rates. Yeah, this could be a zone if anyone wants to, you know, go balls to the wall with this trade. Someone could just take a buy right here, but I'm not really that guy. Running very nicely on my real account, by the way. So I have like $500 in my real account. I'm up $40 right now on the AUD NZD position and something else. I'm gonna secure that as well. Secured. Quite nicely in profit. Even AJ is in profit now. What's happening? Okay. Just check S&P again. So it's interesting, man. We don't really know. We never really know what's gonna be happening with the market. This doesn't seem like a double top. That's the worst part. Seems more like somewhat of a flag formation or something. You see how my how do you call it? My bias switches as the market is changing, right? So as the market is moving up, down, as it's making moves, my bias is changing because that's what you got to do as a trader if you want to keep your edge. You got to change your bias. You got to pay attention to everything. You can't stay in love with one pair and just be like, okay, I'm going to trade this, I'm going to trade that. No, man, you got to take it all differently. So right now, despite this big red candle, hourly, we're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Potential entry if we do make a break of this previous high. Potential. Not saying I'm gonna enter, just looking at potential potential things right here. So with interest rates moving up and we're still seeing a crazy stuff. So interest rates moving up and still seeing a bearish GBP because of inflation expectations, that should it should push the market a little bit more up, technically. So that could play well into this AJ position right here. Right? Interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. I think the 30-minute is the one to play right now. We have this little resistance right here. If we make a nice break and if we close above it on the 15-minute, I would say that would call for a good entry potentially. I'm gonna think about it though. Already took a few trades today. Maybe I'm not gonna take it. Maybe I will. Just trying to plan out everything. Okay. In general, inflation tends to devalue a currency since inflation can be equated with a decrease in the money's buying power. Okay, that makes sense. I meant the market. Okay, let's see what happens here. Still have the same target up here. Oh, I actually removed it, damn. This is gonna be my first target right here. Pretty high up target. So as we make a break and potentially close up here, I'm gonna enter with a stop down here, aiming for this this area up here. 5.67 RR. And yeah, is anyone in the stream? No, not at this point. So yeah, that's kind of the idea right here. Nothing else was really too interesting today when it comes to trades. Potentially tomorrow we can get a good profit taking move on pretty much anything. I mean, this is disgusting what just happened right here. It's quite disgusting. Okay, so GBP didn't really come up to expectations, and the market kind of dumped it. So all of this GBP talk that I had before about the index and stuff, it's all gone away. See, look at that. Clean wipeout, still going down, momentum catching up. But this is what I'm interested in right now. With 2 minutes left until this 15-minute close. About 21.5 lots. Aud Jpy. %2 risk as always. That's 10.6 lots if we break and close up here. I hope my mic quality is good. Like the loudness and everything. It doesn't matter. This is just me speaking to future me who's going to be viewing the stream and learning from my mistakes of not looking at this goddamn GBP news, man. Terrible stuff, bro. Okay. Making a break, seems like. In the last moments of the candle, which is the best moments you want to see a break happen at. 1 minute left. Let's see what happens in this 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm gonna run to the toilet real quick. In this 1 minute and 20 seconds. Seems like we're not breaking. This is why it's important to always wait for the actual break, or the actual close of the candle, because it does seem like we're gonna make a close below. But the next thing that we have to do is wait for the 30-minute candle to close. And if the 30-minute candle closes or even breaks this high, that is a very good confirmation. It's a very good confirmation, personally, for entering a long position. Wow. Just crazy stuff right now. Okay. AJ, UJ. Yeah, right now just AJ is the only play. So I'm going to be looking at this for the next 14 minutes. We'll see what happens. Sorry for being quiet. I'm just replying to a message right now. Where are you from, Kyle, bro? If you're listening, even. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. I was so happy, Kyle, when you started asking me these questions. You're the first actual viewer in my stream who actually was interested in what I was talking about. So I very much appreciate it. Let's see what AJ does. Let's see. Waiting for Laza to join. I think he's going to get into the Zoom very soon. Still 8 minutes for this candle to close. I might just do another rundown of the market right now just to see if anything's potentially interesting. Technically, I made a nice profit today. So these are the, let me read out the positions that I did take today. So last night, kind of stupid over trading, minus 2.5%. Then during the day today, another minus 3% or something, and then I took a 4% win. So overall for the day, minus 2%. Overall for yesterday, also minus 2%. But for example, last week was like a plus 10% week when I passed the previous challenge. So I'm not too worried about that stuff. You know, losses happen. The only thing that I could have done better is definitely trailed to break even and paid attention to this one big news event happening during the day. Something that I just should have paid attention to. So it's a big thing, and that's why we're gonna write it on paper. I'm gonna write it on paper and stick it on my forehead so I can see it all the time. Pay attention to news, you Gronk. Big question, big exclamation mark. There we go. Can you see that? See that? Can the stream see that? Pay attention to news, you Gronk. Okay, there we go. That's on the table right now. Back to AJ. Moving nicely. It is gonna look like a nice entry up here. SPX, weird, very weird price action. Big wick from the bottom. It seems as if we have a very strong zone that we're respecting right here. So as long as we stick above it, I think we're still bullish. As long as we stick above it. And also playing into that is the fact that we have a trend line right here. So we're moving down this whole time, and right now we have the third touch landing in right here, which potentially, for me personally, means that we're gonna move up more. So AJ is breaking out slowly. Thinking about my stop loss at this point. This doesn't make sense. This stop right here doesn't make sense at all. The stop that would make sense is this one. So on the 2 hour, something like this. On the 1 hour, it's below both of these wicks. Should be no more retracements. So we did have a liquidity grab right here, and should just be clean to continue towards more upside with some volume coming in from the New York session coming out very soon. So that's gonna happen in about 40 minutes. In about an hour, actually. I don't know if I'm gonna stream all the way through, but you know, I'll try. Why not? Why not? Why not?
Hey, bro.
Yo, Lazo.
Yo.
Oh my god, look, bro. I took 4% here. And then...
But how much did you risk? Okay, interest rate.
So, yeah, so here I took 4%. I risked 2%, so like times 2 my money. And here, once again, same mistake as yesterday, bro. I entered and I didn't break even, and then I just lost 2%.
You know, I practically use the same principle as Roger used. That's actually buy and sell stock at the moment of interest rates announcements. And because we don't know where the price will go, what would the result will be, and you can just hedge your position at the time.
Yep, makes sense.
And I never trade in one direction or put some limit orders.
Yeah, that's smart. I would rather just not trade news, but I forgot. Once again, I forgot. So I need someone in the chat to remind me of all this news. I wrote a little note for myself. Pay attention to news, you idiot.
Be careful because also the spreads. You know, spreads are high. We have accumulation of the orders.
Yep.
Same.
Okay. This is what I'm looking at right now. This is what I'm looking at right now. Aud Jpy. We have big movement, and we made a break of this correction pattern, and then we made a retracement, wick down, And now the next 30-minute candle, if it closes above this area, I'm gonna enter. On the left-hand side, we have absolutely nothing until, you know, the daily time frame, where we can see, you know, this. So it's pretty clear. Pretty clear.
Pretty clear, yes. It's pretty clear. So,
And
so yesterday was breakout of resistance from the zone.
yeah, so now it's breaking, so I'm gonna enter slowly.
That would be supply zone.
Yeah.
It had been breaking.
So just enter
Yeah,
based on the 30-minute right now.
it makes sense. Yes, it makes sense.
Yeah. Also,
yes.
New York session opening soon, so volume should continue up. Also, S&P is, I don't know, it's kind of bullish. Like, look at this. If you go on the 4-hour, you can see we're moving down, and then we bottom out, and then we're moving up now, and we break the previous resistance, and we make we're making these three, right? These three touches. We're on the third touch now. 1, 2, 3. So
Yes,
it's very possible that we just make a break out of this this long-term downtrend, right? That would be huge with New York to push the price up.
Strong trend line, the probability is high.
Yeah, and would play perfectly into this position right here.
Yes. How the gold looks like?
Oh, did you see Raja? Raja caught a trade here.
Yes, that was a risky. Trade. Usually he uses buy and sell stop orders.
Mark, he did something like this, bro.
Announcements, but he did a great trade. Yes.
Yeah, crazy.
Yes, rejections on the 5 minutes, and it was Zitzer.
Yep, Zitzer. But this pound is moving like crazy always when this news is coming out. Wow. Okay. Pretty confident in this trade.
Yeah, it's a good setup. We have a break and close 30 minutes. Can you open the 1 hour? Also on 1 hour, we have some kind of pin bar closes above the zone. Okay, we need the volume for the push.
Yeah. I think pre New York should push it up.
Currently is New York.
Yeah.
New York opening on half hour.
Yeah, so right now I think we should have enough volume to go up.
Yes, it should be pushing in about half an hour around. Maybe now.
Oh, there we go.
We are expecting the strong volume.
Seems to be moving slowly.
Do we have some news?
No more.
Around,
I mean, we have Philly Fed manufacturing, unemployment.
okay, in about an hour.
Hey, I took good money though on my real account. I'm up, like, so let me tell you, this week I'm up 20%.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm trading 4% risk.
You will pass the challenge.
Yeah. I would pass 2 challenges, bro.
2 challenges, yes.
But it's good. It's like I took a win a few days ago, $25, then $50, then like $25, $37. It's real money. You know, it feels good, even though it's not that much. But you know.
Mike, we are celebrating.
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna pump the account. I'm gonna put like every month I'm gonna put like a few hundred maybe into the real account, And already, I don't know, if you get to like $5,000 in the account and you use 2% risk, that's $100 risk per trade. And then you make, you can make $100 a day, bro, like just trading easily on your own account.
Yes, of course.
I mean, obviously the more the merrier, but then you can already start compounding very, very nicely.
Yes, but also with the challenge fund, you can make it much more.
Yeah.
For example, for $100, you get for my forex funds about 10 to 15K account, and for 150, 25K.
Yeah, man. It's probably more worth doing the challenge, yeah.
Yes. You can pay right now from the profits.
Yeah.
On the challenge.
No, I'm gonna have too many accounts then. It's crazy. I'm gonna get lost in all of the accounts.
No, you can use VPS, to connect the multiple accounts from the multiple brokers, and to use one account for the trading, and then those trades will copy to another account. For example, challenge. Yes. We have trading entered Google MT4. No, MetaTrader, VPS, trading VPS multiple. No, virtual hosting, MetaTrader for VPS clients. Yes, for example, MetaTrader 4. Yes, there are many packages with the hosting MetaTrader. Yes, for VPS.
So you rent a server and then everything is on the server.
Yes, everything on the server. You can copy your trades to another account.
Interesting.
Through the same terminal, MetaTraders, but for different brokers.
Damn. I don't know if FTMO allows it.
Sorry?
Does FTMO allow it?
Yes. VPS is not an EA. VPS is only the virtual server, and you can using the multiple another account. You don't need to use. It is not allowed for FTMO to use the multiple accounts and copy from one account to another. But you can use You can use FTMO and MyForexFund and so on, and you can copy the same trades on the different.
True.
Challenge or broker accounts.
Yep.
Also in the individual accounts.
So, 4 hours closing soon. I think I'm gonna, in the next 25 minutes, I'm gonna take profits. Right? Like, let's hope we make like a nice, just a little profit, and then I'm gonna take it, and then the next 4 hour candle, plus the New York Open and everything, it's 100% gonna wick down. Stop loss. And then it wicks down, and then on the next break on the lower time frames.
You mean like a liquidity grab?
Yeah.
Yes.
4 hour for sure.
Okay.
And if I'm trading like with this stop loss on the 4 hour, Udariće mi u stop, sigurno.
I don't understand. Is it Serbia?
No, look. So I'll speak in English just to get used to it. If motherfucker. So if I stay in this trade right now and I let it run, chances are 4 hour time frame is gonna wick down. The next 4 hour candle is gonna wick down and hit my stop and then continue up. So what I wanna do is I wanna wait for a little bit more profit, like 1 RR, take it out manually or whatever, and then wait for the wick down. And so that's gonna be the next 30-minute candle. So wait for a wick down, and then on the break of this one, enter again.
Can I suggest something?
Yeah.
I agree, but can I suggest something? We have about 23 minutes to New York Open. Okay. You can wait until the 1 hour, the next 1 hour candle is opening, and you can close all the position, the whole position at 2 p.m. and wait for the pullback.
Yes, yes.
The next 4 hour candle is when? At 4 or 5 p.m.
It's now, bro. 20 minutes.
The 4 hour candle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Are you sure?
Look.
Just a moment. Can you give me the remote control?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Just a moment. It's 14. Okay. Just 7, 11. No, it's on the. Wait. 15, 15, yeah. One in 4 hour close in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes, I suggest you that to do that.
Yeah, exit and then wait for the wick down.
Yes, yes.
I mean, look. Maybe if I was in profit, I would just let it run. Because like, oh, what if I miss it out? But right now I'm a little bit in drawdown, so I think the best.
Managing the position.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
need to quickly risk management.
yeah.
All the position and equity. So today, how is your overall P&L?
Um.
Okay.
So today, altogether, it's -2%, but that's including 2 trades I took last night. And it's retarded. I need to work on the emotions a little bit.
Oh, it's okay. So you have with this trade, you would have about, you can end it up with zero.
Yeah, yeah,
Risk for the day. Okay.
yeah.
So
We'll see. We'll see how the hourly candle closes. Could be good.
Wait 15 minutes. Okay. Wait. On which trade did you took 4%?
Aud NZD.
Did you close the trade?
Yeah.
Oh, you closed it here.
Closed manually. Yeah.
Manually.
Back
Okay.
exactly when GBP went into my stop loss, I just said, okay, screw it, I'm gonna close this.
Yes, and you had 31 risk reward with a 2% trade.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's see the code. And the board description here. We have the increased interest rates, so it should go down. Should go down because of the fundamental, because of the interest rates, but the gold already did the move before the announcement because everybody knew what will happen. You also have here, I think you also have here a head and shoulders drawing pattern. Did you see that?
Where? Gold.
No, you have here head and shoulders drawing pattern. Where it is?
Dole. You can see the tools down.
There,
Down on the bottom part of the screen.
on the bottom.
Yeah, there.
No, head and shoulders pattern.
But just take the brush, bro.
Ne, imaš da automatski da ti natrpi. Znači,
Aha.
pa povučeš dve linije ovako, kreni on ti sve ovako i sad snađem gdje što je bio. Baš imao, baš jako dobar. Nema veze. Šta sam te da vidim? Da vidiš ti već kako je rađen odradio, ovo je jako rizičan trade i ne znam na koju foru to odstupa od svih njegovih analiza.
Oh, go check. Wait, go check. Wait, someone's in the chat. Whoa, Jackie. Woohoo! Yo, Axel, how you doing, man? Are you enjoying the stream? We just took a trade right now. Aud Jpy. Let me just explain real quick. So we had this nice correction pattern. And then we broke out, made a little retracement, wick down, and then we're moving up. So that all happened on the 30-minute time frame. Entered right now on the break of the previous highs, and yeah, now anticipating more volume to come and push it up with New York session starting. On the left hand side we have nothing, all clean until this area right here, and also S&P is looking pretty bullish right now, even though you may think it's bearish. We have 3 touches and a very nice correction pattern, and we had GBP rates coming out, stopped me out of another trade, but with interest rates coming out and a lower increase than expected, most likely S&P and the market as a whole should continue towards more upside and potentially even break this this area right here. And if that happens, then New York session should bring some nice volume and push AUD JPY to the moon, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Can you open in the 5 minutes?
Ah, it's good. This is good. This big blue candle, nice to see.
You can put the target on the 1 hour. Take profit.
I'll take profit manually. Like.
Okay, of course.
Because there's no other zone where I would take profit before.
Yes, we have 15 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't even want to look there. It's too far. It's too far, bro. What the hell?
Okay. It's good for now.
Yeah, for now it's good. Hourly close is gonna be important. And if it leaves a little bit of a wick on top, it's also good, I think. My boy Raja also thinks the same. Yeah, Axel, man, we're just live trading here, bro. You can join the Zoom next time if you want to talk to us, ask some questions or whatever. I still don't know how to use the chat efficiently, like the YouTube chat. So I guess I'm just gonna I just have to use this chat right here. Sometimes I don't really have the, I don't remember to go and look at it, but you know, it's normal. Probably gonna continue up this pair, but it's okay. GBP just selling off very, very rapidly everywhere. Boom. Wow. Crazy stuff.
Yes, it's near all the supports.
Yeah.
Here and GU and GJ, they're all
Yep.
close to the major supports level. Maybe you can wait for the consolidation. You can buy
Yeah, maybe.
the GBP pairs. Okay, we are just waiting for the.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a, what's it called? If you're like a support and resistance trader, then you can trade this. But for me, it's too dangerous, bro. Like just buying, trying to catch a falling knife, as they say.
But it's nice on the trend line. With still touch.
Yeah. Well, it looked like a break of like the flag or whatever. I don't know. Entry was good. You know why entry was good? Wait, let me show you.
Okay.
So we saw all of these wicks, all of this craziness right here, and then a big hourly candle breaking out. So entry was perfect, but I forgot there was news. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So we are currently at about 1%.
Yeah, close.
Close to 1%.
Let's see some volume pick up now before the close. That would probably be the best part to see.
Yes. So the main target is here.
Yeah.
Let me see the GJ. It's the same situation with the pound pairs.
Yep.
So another strong zone would be here.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I would suggest you one strategy for this. We have the clear range here. Maybe it should going to touch this support and SMA in the 50 minutes, and maybe it would be a good scalp. We have all the setup and fundamental,
To sell.
Yes, to sell.
Uh-huh.
Sell here. It looks like. Let me show you something like. Sorry. Where I can draw the line. The wick. Can you draw the wick?
Yeah, you need this.
Okay.
What? So you want the next 15 minutes to wake up and then go down?
Yes. It would look like this.
Uh-huh.
And to enter here. I would enter here, maybe. No? What do you think?
I think it's a good idea, but
It would be a good scout trade.
maybe
Because
this.
We have New York open. We have the clear range here. We have the pattern from all the sides, and I think it would be a good idea.
Yeah.
This is the scenario.
Maybe what's it called? But maybe this 15 minutes is just gonna continue down now.
Maybe, but maybe not.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think we have 1 hour. Okay. When the 1 hour, you won't enter at on the next candle at the first 15 to 30 minutes. We will wait for another 15 and 30 minutes to retrace a little bit, to liquid that, and then enter here.
Yeah.
So we would wait for another half hour. You agree with that?
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's a good idea.
Wait, let me just wait to dots. Okay. This is scenario. This is 1 hour, but on the 30 minutes we'll have something to say. That's my opinion.
Maybe 30 minutes is the best.
We have a clear zone. Yes, 30 minutes is best.
Okay, let's
But
go.
We need to wait 1 hour.
Go back to AJ. Dole. It's
what?
blue. AJ. Yeah.
Aud Jpy. Okay.
AJ, bro.
Yes, AJ.
Okay, let's see.
So we just wait.
Okay, this is good.
This is good. I think we have 5 more minutes. 5 minutes to push and to have a strong close. No, 5 minutes and we can. We will see. We will see.
Let's see. Bum bum bum. Ba-da-da-da-da, bum ba-da-da-da-da, bum bum bum. Ba-na-na-na, bum bum bum. Oh yeah.
Yes, great. Until the close.
There's one viewer. Hello. Okay. This 15 minutes is important. Man, I don't know. Maybe.
You thinking flattening position?
Yeah.
But you need to trail then. You need to trail it on the 15 minutes. can move the below the previous candle.
Yeah.
So it's near the.
Let's see how we close now. 3 minutes. I mean, on the hourly, it's okay. We can survive a little wick down. But I don't know. I don't really see any reason for it to wick down anymore. I think maybe this was enough liquidity grabbed.
Yes.
Probably it can just continue up. So I don't know. I guess we can look at it on the 15. Ao, kako me nervira ovo.
Što?
Pa kad mi chart ode, like, look at this.
Jesmo sami?
Da.
Koliko ima na YouTube?
Pa mislim da nema niko. There's one viewer here.
To sam ja, da.
Oh. Wait. Let's see in 2 minutes what happens.
To sam ja, ne?
Jao, Lazar, ložiš me ovdje, brate. Mislio sam gleda me još neko. Oh, if we break this...
Evo da, vidite, on tiče uvijek tako pred kraj.
Da, uvijek.
I onda ako nastavi naredno gore, onda je vjerovatnoća, ako iz cuga sad krene gore da nastavi, onda je vjerovatnoća da će biti pullback. A ako krene odmah dole, onda može da bude liquidity gap. Samo otvoreno. Obično je tako.
Ajde, sad ćemo vidimo.
Da, ovo ti je već koliko je to 1%?
Da, skoro. 0,8 sad. Mislim, 1% mi je...
Kakav je GU? Unta dole.
GU.
Isti fazon kao za... Bukvalno isti kao za funtu jen. Znači, jako dobro za... Da, dobro je za short, znaš. Za udaranje u tu zonu. Možda zoomiraš jedan da vidim da li je to ta zona. Ali, pretpostavljam da je. Ja sam
Da, to je to.
Može pitati, sad ima velike volumene, pare Amerike, imamo klik i sve ekstremisne. To je recimo jedan od zicena, baš dobro. Može baš dobro odraditi. Evo ga, paranje, kako je ovo drugo. Da. To je definitivno to. Vidiš?
Dobro.
Ono što kreće je baš jako. Tako ide. Sad je već ulaz gore. Ja sam nekako u tom dijelu gdje god da zatvori, gdje kom piše sad. Može stvarno ići dole. Ima potencijal. Baš ima. I vidim sam kako gledam jedno. Gdje je ovaj prethodnik?
AJ.
Jer vidiš, ok, imamo, dobro. Sad bi trebalo da bude taj moment kada će da odredi. Da bude liquidity gap. Definitivno, znaš.
Da.
Imamo na 1 hour izgleda dobro, 2 hour izgleda dobro, znači trebalo bi da 4 hour. Sve je principu isto. Trebalo bi sada da odredi bolje.
Dobro, pravi se liquidity grabić.
Da. Da je otišao gore, onda je moglo da bude vik pa da grune da. Sad bi krenuo da... Znači ovdje ima potencijala da udari kako tu negdje i da se ovdje ide ovdje.
Da.
Sad neki efekt grebi kreći jači. Znači ovo je krenuo ovdje da ne priči.
Pa da, ne znam kako bi ušao ovdje.
Pa ovdje jedino da se sačeka. Ja bih sačekao drugu polovinu sad. I tamo pola 3. Da manje kreću ono već, tad bi sačekao da vidim ovi sam što da napravi i onda bi tih 15-20 minuta izdeći. Jer bi onda imao čisto i fleku i na ono ali jedino može on dođe do ovdje negdje pa da se vrati.
Da.
Hajde da istratim i sada, pošto još uvijek je samo jedno, nema neku strukturu, nema ovako, 2-3 pa da znam da je što. Ovdje je već druga. Hajde vidimo dok će onda iti. Što više napravi tih vikova, dobro, imamo neki. Možda čak ako probije ovo dole, može biti dole. Ali hajde sačekaj.
Ali to je ultra scalp, ono rađa, brate. Ja više volim, gledaj. Mislim, kao ovdje, neki pattern pa onda kao rađa. Ili kao, isto, correction pattern ili ovaj head and shoulders. Ili ulaz ovdje, ili ulaz ovdje na jakom breaku. I to je to. Isto Aud Jpy. Znači, ista situacija i ovdje isto. Znači, rađa samo da bude Elliot style ulaz, te konfirmacije i taj, kao lep neki setup da bude, lepa formacija i onda ulaz. Jer, to je kao edge, ja mislim da je to neki edge koji možemo imati. Jer sad, otko znaš, možda se desi da se vrati samo gore sve.
Ne, pa zato čekaš da ti se napravi setup sam po sebi.
Da.
Ništa sad ovo nije...
Da je bilo onako kao što si rekao, bio bi i dobar ulaz.
Ovako veliki, razumeš, i da je on krenuo dole, bez da smirom da bi.
Da.
Sad više nemaš vika, znači nikakve vika na ovom planu.
Da.
Ovog vika koji bi trebalo da stoji, mora se stoji. Možda će sada ga napravi pa će se vratiti. Razumeš, hajde da sačekamo da vidimo. Vidiš, lepa je formacija s tegom imaš flow, ovdje imaš neki kao double bottom, ali on je neki mali, dobro, nema veze. Ali moramo sačekamo sad da vidimo gdje će i šta će da može se desiti ovako da napravi taj neki kako ti vip i onda da nastavi ovako.
Da.
Ovo je taj neki rikov, uradi da ga ne zatvori na prst.
Da, na 30 uzmi, gledaj.
Na 1 hour, da, izgleda ovako. Da, svima ovim izgleda...
Pa jedino mi 4 hour nije dobar stop, ali čekaj, idi na 2 sata. Čak je i 2 hour dobro, meni je dovoljno da ostanem u poziciji.
A da, dovoljno se sad otim, nisi još uvijek.
Pa da, za taj week down, ono, neka ga.
Ne, možda ti treba da izađeš, pa onda da ga lupiš ovdje.
Pa možda i to, ali, ono, mogu i da nastavi odmah gore, razumeš?
Pusti da vidimo sad kako će to da, možda ostane na ovom nivou, pa sljedeće bude za plavova.
Da. Da, to. Ma ima dosta opcija.
Može se desiti tako, vrlo verovatno.
Mislim, u svakom slučaju...
je dobar što posto. To je prvi test koji bi trebalo da udari, možda bi zatvori ovdje i onda da nastavi naravno.
Da.
To može neki scenarij. To ne je bilo loše.
Jest.
Tako da imamo volumen, imamo taj neki pattern, imamo ovo stici. Da, naši mišljamo vikove. Klozove iznad, evo ovo crvena pila već nama, ova plana ulaz. Znači, dobro je sve. cela formacija na svim time frame-ima je jako. Sad kada neko uradi vreme svoje.
Da, da.
Tu mi sada pušimo. Imamo tamo vesti za pola sata, tako da... A ne,
A to je prošlo sve, bre.
to je prošlo. 25 minuta.
Da. Dobro, za sad okej sve. Moram naručiti neku hranu, brate, gladan sam kao pas. Ja, moraš da probaš ovde u Monci, brate, na Keju. Imaju neke...
Sve sam probao živo.
O, mini chicken Karađorđeve, druže.
Vidi koji je bin.
Ludilo, jede?
Probao sam sve, super je. Baš su dobro. Ja sam probao i on neku, kao, susam neku, pileću.
Da, ma ludilo.
Cezar im je dobra, odličan ti Cezar, volim Nikola one palačinkice, neki malo imaju sa nešto kao, imaš razne kao kremovi neki sa...
Da.
Baš imaju one...
Ne, ali ovo je mini chicken Karađorđe, ja mislim nisam bolje probao ništa, brate. Baš su dobre.
Ne, dobro, Monca, ja sam baš često.
A vidiš kako lepo sad ide, čekaj, na 15 minuta. To je to, tačno udarilo u ovu zonu i sad će da nastavi gore, trebalo bi.
Da, to je najveća ta zona.
Čekaj da vidimo šta još ide. Ovde sam profi izašao iz trejda, mislim... Na osjećaj, ali vidiš, ovi wickovi ovde, mislim, to se na 15 videlo. Mnogo wickova i forsira ga nekako. Nekako se baš forsirala cena gore. I...
Imaš ti ovo, čekaj, vidim. Imaš ti ovo ovako. Dobro.
Pa da, to je posle došlo.
Mnogo ranije ušao.
Da.
Sam na breaku bi već mogao da ovdje da potencijalno izađeš, ali opet ti kažem ovdje ima neka zona. To je prilično jaka i za sve outparove sam.
Da. Jeste, pa...
Znaš, ovdje je zatvorio, vidiš kao iznad i još uvijek to nije, sve dok ne zatvori ispod ove ovdje zone, ništa nije, tek bi onda definitivno izgledao. Znači, tek ispod ove ako zatvori, onda bi već potencijalno bilo sve kretanje izgledao. Ovako, znaš, ovako lepo sve ili tiče.
Sad će da bude ludilo.
Sada da lepo odbrži, da zatvori barem ovako tih 20 minuta sada, evo za 5 minuta naredno i da onda bude to nešto ovako recimo.
Da.
Ok, da sam isključio. Moram da naučim da crtam malo bolje.
Da.
Žak sam je. Kako to rade, napisam, znate. Vidi ovo što radi. Možda obrišeš ti ovo?
Mogu, čekaj.
Ja ne mogu, da sam i malo leguje miš. Možeš?
Čekaj sekund.
Aha.
Šta ove tačkice?
Da, ja ne mogu da ništa radi.
Ma i mene OCD puca, nervira me mnogo. Evo ga, to je to. To je šta se čeka. A ovo je na 30 minuta čekaš, valjda.
Da, mislim da.
Tako nešto. Kako voliš da crtaš ovaj candle, ludilo.
Znate, bolje da stavimo jednu kapitalcu.
Da.
Čekaj. Ajde mi ovo baguje, ne znam zašto mi uvijek gleda, sve tačno. Ajde.
Čekaj!
Čekaj.
Ctrl Z samo.
Ja sam ne stavio. Evo ti prati. Gdje si bio? Gdje si bio? Ovdje daš?
A šta, čekaj bre, Lazo, šta si to uradio? Ponovo si obrisao.
Slučajno.
Čekaj. Evo ga.
Aha, tako, evo. Obriši mi ove tačke.
Au, sad ne mogu ni ja, jebote. A?
Neću više ni da crtam ovaj ovako. Samo ću da ga rotim. Evo ga, jedan.
Jebem te. Čekaj samo.
Ajde ide nazad, Ctrl Z.
Pa već jeste.
Idi opet.
Ne, pa sad vraćam tačke, brate. Au, kako si lud, Lazo.
Stavi opet. Vrati ti.
Ludilo.
Sad gledaj. Ajde jedan kapital, gledaj sad, malo ti vidim.
Ajde,
Evo
to.
ga, gledaj liquidity grab, gledaj. Op, i sad će da ga weak, ovo je weak. Ja ne tatam više na tačku, gledaj se kako će da ga gledati.
Sad će da bude ludilo. A vidi ovaj, čekaj da vidim samo, Usdchf. Ovo mi je bilo zanimljivo. Imamo na dailyu ogroman ovaj candle. I mislim, generalno je sve...
Ovo nije loše za short, malo swing trade.
Pa da.
Ovo bi moglo lagano da se neki da bude swing.
Recimo...
Ne moraš, mislim...
Nema pojma, samo da se izađe iz svih ovih wickova, ono, neki jak crveni candle. I ulaz, da.
Da. Dobar ti ovaj, da. Onako je precijen koliko je ovaj...
Da, eto, znači bilo što da close-uje ovdje negde, bit će dobar ulaz. Mada ovo je malo više swing, ja ne volim CHF parove, brate, zato što nikad nije clean move, nikad, razumeš? Uvek ti ide ovako gore dole.
Zato što je stabilan par, znaš, negdje gore dole, znači on će uvek da drži neku svoju performance.
Da. Evo ga, tačno...
15 ovaj... Vidjet ćemo, ne znam, možda bude i na 30 minuta ovako.
Sad ću da vidimo.
Kilo probije, znaš, trebalo bi da sad baš jaka znaš da ono, viš da je testira i da se odbije. Što više odbijemo, to bolje. Ali gledaj generalno trgovina skalpiranje na ovakvim zonama je fenomenalno također. Mislim, gledaj koji su to mali ziceri, gledaj zatvaranje, ovdje gledaj ovo zatvaranje, znači ovo je crveno zatvaranje, ovo je zoni, već znači da će plava sigurno da odredi nešto. Ovo ovdje, gledaj kakav je ovaj bik ovdje, također na kraju nije ni gledaj, plava će da odredi nešto, još 3 ovdje kao.
Da.
3 plave, recimo ovo crveno, ovdje znam da je sljedeći taj. Znači bez breakouta.
Ma ne znam, meni to nije mi sigurno. Gle, čekaj, gle ovo. Recimo, ovo mi je bilo zanimljivo.
Da.
I onda ovaj blue candle ovdje.
Da.
Nakon njega je mogao neki ulaz da bude dobar.
Da. Dobro, znači vidiš da nije, da. Tačno na supportu, close ovaj plavi candle, da, i to je već ono, ovdje pogotovo.
Da.
Već i ovdje plavi candle, ako ga ide.
Da.
To znaš da je preusmerio da zonete gore, znaš.
Tako je.
Ako bi imaš 10 minuta do pola 3, trebalo bi sada nešto da...
Trebalo bi da se dešava. Ja mislim da je bolje 30 minuta da gledamo. Mislim, može i 15, samo da ga, sad ako ga izokrene, brate, gore na bullish, to je gotovo.
Da.
I onda to lete samo. Evo ga, okreće se.
Da, to je to. Nek ostane jedan ovako, zato.
Da.
Kreće borba bikova i medvjeda.
Da.
vidit ćeš.
Čekaj, sam i dalje na streamu. I'm still on stream, bro. Okay, this is it.